I invite you. Know that you have a standing invitation to join us anytime at any of our workshops. We'd love to have you. So, but I wanted to share a beautiful expansion from Abraham, and this is really kind of helping to explain the law of attraction and that everything is attraction and that there is no assertion in this universe. So take a listen. It says, there are many situations, attitudes, lifestyles, and even food choices that you do not want to participate with. Through the living of your life, you have identified many wanted and unwanted aspects. And it is important to remember that none of those unwanted things can jump into your experience because there is no assertion in your attraction-based universe. The choices that others make cannot negatively impact your experience unless you include them in your experience through your attention to them. Things come to you only through your vibrational invitation, and they remain only by your continuing attention to them. Your universe is based upon freedom. Freedom for everyone to choose what they give their attention to, and therefore what they choose to experience. And your interaction with one another provides a contrasting basis that assures continual expansion. When others achieve vibrational alignment with something they desire, they in no way deprive you of your desires. If your time-space reality has inspired a desire within you, it is certain that your desire can be fulfilled, for your earth environment has the potential of satisfying the essence of all desires. Isn't that good? Isn't that wonderful? Because it is all attraction. And I know at first, if you're not familiar with this or you haven't come to fully understand this, it may seem a little confusing at times. Right? Sometimes when we see something we don't prefer, we may have kind of a feeling to push up against it, or to rally against it, or to talk about it, or to dig into it. But when we do these things, we're in essence, from our human aspect, right? Us here in these human bodies, we're growing that problem. Here's the good part though. The broader aspect of us, right? That non-physical aspect, our inner being, call it your soul, that extension of God or source, that part that came into your body upon first breath, the part that goes back to non-physical on last breath, that part is right there with you when you're experiencing any of those contrasts, all of those contrasts. Your inner being is with you always. But your inner being, in the moment when you're feeling negative emotion, maybe angry or wanting, for some reason you're wanting to push up against whatever it is, your inner being is right there, but not pushing. Instead going, oh, you want this. Here it is, come this way. And isn't that nice? That we have those 2 points of attraction, because it's all attraction. So where does the negative emotion come from? Well, when we're in that moment of contrast, we're experiencing that thing we don't like. Our inner being is going, oh, we know what you do like. Here, come this way. But from our human aspect, we see that which we don't like. And we get upset about that which we don't like when we continue to look at that which we don't like. Because we are resisting the solution, the answer that the broader aspect of us, that extension of God's source has vibrationally created for us. It is true. When we ask, it is given. But from our human perspective, we have to choose to focus in the direction of that which is given. Yeah. So, how do we go about doing that? Well, it's simpler than it may seem. First, when you experience that contrast, acknowledge it. This, I don't prefer this. This, I don't like this. It may be even something that's upsetting to you in some way. Just acknowledge it. This, not my preference. And then begin to flow in a better feeling direction. If the contrast is kind of little, not too big, you catch it really early, it's pretty easy to see what you want. And you can easily flow in that direction. But if the contrast is a little bigger, if it's a little longer standing, if it's something that's been kind of, like worry, that's been sort of eating at you a bit, so to speak, um, acknowledge that and then begin generalizing it out. So, whatever it is that you are feeling that worried emotion about, say to yourself, well, I know that even though I'm feeling this negative emotion, I know my desire is to feel better, right? So I know that even though I was kind of going about it in a little different way by worrying, I know that what I want is created. You know, and it isn't all bad. There's actually some good things to this. There's actually a few things about this. Yeah, this is all right. And I have an idea, right? And just let it kind of flow in that direction. Let it be natural, let it be easy. The most important thing is that you acknowledge that contrast whenever you see it. If you catch it right away, it's really easy to pivot it. But if it's been kind of hanging around a little longer, well, just be gentle about that and allow yourself to feel better because the broader aspect of you has created that solution. It has created it through the law of attraction and it's calling you to it. So, know this, as much as your inner being and God's source loves you unconditionally, unwaveringly, always, 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 it can't assert what you want, it give it to you either. You have to choose to flow in the direction of that which feels better. But you'll be guided along the way. You are loved. You can do this. Let it be easy. Just feel your connection. Know that you are loved and know that you are always being called forward to that which you truly desire.